bittersweet for the Utah Jazz. They were haunted by missed chances and last-second heroics. Trampled by the Bulls in Chicago, the Utah Jazz called upon a familiar duo to lead them back from a 2-game deficit. Stockton to Malone, and the series was tied at 2. The momentum may have shifted to Utah, but only one team has Michael Jordan. His airness arose from his sickbed in Game 5 to lead a Bulls recovery. And in Game 6, the Jazz finally went quiet. The Bulls celebrated their 5th title in 7 years. For Karl Malone, none in 12. Now, it's a new season, but the goal remains the same. Today, the Jazz face a familiar rival, seeking a different outcome.
This is the NBA on NBC. The game of the week. Today, it's the Utah Jazz versus the Chicago Bulls.
You can see the look on the guys' faces. They're looking at this game as, you know, a test. They want to see where everybody's at during the regular season. This could be one of the finals matchups. This could be one of the teams that they're playing against. And all the memories now are coming back to all these guys from last year.
And the tip to Utah. Stockton from Malone.
Now, Stockton's a tough guy on the team, you know.
In 3 of the 4 games they lost, they held the lead a combined 129 of 144 minutes. Jordan's first shot is there.
Michael Jordan is going to come out and try to establish himself early.
Jordan on Hornacek. Finds Malone through the lane with a little hook that ties the game at 4. Karl Malone.
Now, that was a great feed by John Stockton. He ran
10 on the 24. Malone with the fadeaway, and he's got it.
He should be able to use that all day, you know.
Jordan wheels around Hornacek and hits it over Ostertag despite the bump, and he comes to the line.
Nice move, nice move. He put his body on Hornacek and froze him and then spun to the baseline.
Jordan turns and fires over Hornacek. Fakes him and then shoots over him from the baseline.
Hornacek is just giving up too much size to Jordan down there. He battles hard, but Jordan is just a little bit stronger than he is and a lot taller, and they're going to have to double team him.
Malone into a crowd, slapped away, but Stockton finishes it. The Jazz by 1. Pippen unleashes a 3, and it's there. Eisley around Brown, bounces to Keith, who slams it home. Malone. Longley picks it up. Brown's got Jordan on his right, and Michael will finish it.
Well, Michael's one of the greatest finishers who've ever played in the game.
Jordan on Hornacek, 2 on the 24. He has to force it, and he hits it.
You know, that's Jeff Hornacek.
After 1 in Chicago, the Jazz leading the Bulls 26-22, and you're watching the NBA on NBC. Randy Brown is open.
strength advantage on Toni Kukoc down there in the low post.
A two-pointer for Kukoc, a couple of inches inside the line.
And the counter, what Toni would try to do in this matchup here is take him outside.
Eisley into the lane, and he ends an 0 for 6 drought from the floor in this quarter for Utah. Kukoc again, and again just barely inside the line. A very
have to come up on him. The dilemma is when you come up on him, he's quick enough to go around you.
Carr hits a 15-footer, and Utah creeps back in front by 1. Hustle on Pippen. Rodman screening for him. Scottie has daylight.
Those three guys can take you off the dribble and also hit the outside shot.
Same spot for Antoine Carr again. Jordan from Longley, loose ball to the floor. Longley has it, and now Michael is free.
Great hustle by Longley. So you got matchups problems for Utah all over the court now.
But Antoine Carr has a hot hand.
Antoine is hot. He's in the thing. You know, he's...
Jordan's turnaround. He's got 15. Sprinting back, though, getting ahead of the pack is Shandon Anderson.
Antoine Carr.
Pippen off the Kukoc pass, swoop to the hoop, and he puts it in with the left hand.
That's what we're saying. Well, you know, Stockton gets up under me and he sets all these hard screens.
Pippen with the head fake, slices through the lane, now finds Jordan. 17 for Michael. All shoots off rim and misses. Rodman has the rebound. He brings it out of the backcourt, then finds Kukoc. Longley from Rodman. And the tip by Pippen.
They're killing them on the boards right now. But they're dedicated to the chase. They're dedicated to the cause of trying to win a championship ring. And those two have a commitment to each other.
Kukoc for 3. Stockton lobs it to Malone. How many times has that been the case?
I don't know about that one. I think the ref may have blew that one.
Malone with all kinds of room, and he puts it down. Hornacek has it. They've still got 7 seconds. Hornacek lets it go. Way off. Malone puts it home, and he's fouled. Well, how about that? They've got a chance to tie with 1.8 on the clock. The Jazz down 49-40. Goes on a 9-0 run to tie it at the half. And we'll bring you Hannah Storm with the Prudential Halftime Report after these messages. You're watching the NBA on NBC. Scorer earlier in his career. Here's Stockton. And Stockton reties it at 51.
Experience would show. Utah led in a lot of those games, but Chicago took over at the end.
He has 21 points today. Malone bounces off Longley, hits the basket, plus the free throw is coming.
That's Karl Malone. Attack, attack, attack.
Malone given room by Longley and swishing it.
He's feeling it right now. He's got it to a thing. He's got his...
Jordan comes out of there with the rebound. Fakes Hornacek off his feet and then swishes it home.
The fundamentals, the simple fundamentals.
Michael's second. He's right back, and MJ's shot is short, but the tip is there for Ron Harper, who goes down hard, but now gathers himself. Terrific play by Harper. Here's Keefe inside off a tremendous left-hand pass from Stockton. In its center for the first time today, screening for Pippen. Harper outside. 2 baskets in a row for him. Thought about a 3, but no. Malone in the lane. 29 for Karl.
Nice pass by Howard Eisley. The eye contact with Malone. He waited, saw him coming, and then he fed him.
Carr has it. Hornacek up top for 3. And Jeff Hornacek.
Same methodical game.
Jordan finds LaRue. Rusty LaRue hits. Sounds like a guy in an old Tom Mix Western. Hi, I'm Rusty LaRue. After 3, Utah up by 4, and Malone winning the personal scoring duel to this point with Jordan. We'll be right back after these messages from your local station. 4th quarter coming from the United Center. This is the NBA on NBC.
And let's see how they respond.
They almost lost it. Eisley has to beat the shot clock, and he sticks it home.
That's the Detroit slow roller, Jay. When you remember those sleepless nights.
Eisley into the lane, up with the left hand, and what a contribution he's made. And it's short. Rodman gives him another chance, and he's not shy, this Rusty LaRue.
I just want you to know, I'm going to get you back.
Here's Russell from the head of the key. At years ago. Here's Pippen. Losing it to Russell. Eisley on his left, bounces it to him. Brilliant pass by Russell.
But Utah's trying to kill now. You know, they smell it. You know, if you look at the bench, you know, all the guys are standing up. They're anticipating. They're waving the towel. You know, they smell it. This is what they wanted last year.
Utah by 10 with 7:19 to play. Russell for three, and he hits this one.
He's swimming now. Jalen Rose, Bashawn Leonard, Derek Coleman.
Pippen with the jump hook in the lane, but Chicago still trails by 11. Can't cut it to 10 as he misses the three. Pippen gives it back to him. Michael to the drive,
nice.
And it could be a three-point play.
Nice. What made it is he gave him the juke. Look at it. Watch him get off the tag out. You see him leaning right there? Now he's off balance now. And that's what you have to do to the shot blockers.
Jordan into the lane, off balance, no good, and now it's Stockton. Anderson fills the lane, and Shandon Anderson has the basket plus the foul.
Yeah, that's great stuff there, you know. And
Jordan, crossover. Into the lane for the slam.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh, my God. Oh.
Are you all right, Zeke?
That hurt me. He gave him the crossover, then he shook him with the hop step, rise. Ugh. Oh, man, that ain't going to be a poster. That's going to be video, you know, NBA Today. We love you, come fly with me. That's on everything.
Get set for Super Bowl 32. The Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. The 13-year veteran finally got the Super Bowl ring he was looking for last year. He's looking for another today. Our coverage follows the Bulls and the Jazz. Let's take you back to Chicago and rejoin Bob and Isaiah.
Greg?
And I was listening to John Elway the other day. He said he'd give up all his money for the ring.
Scott Burrell in for the first time. Buries a three out of the corner.
Funny things happen in games like this.
Neither team over the limit. Bulls ball on the side. Jordan to the basket. Yes, and it counts.
Most of the time, this is where the demons come out. This is where the things start to play with you. You know, you got 5 minutes to go in the game. You up 10. You think it's safely away. And now here they come again.
A minute to play. Kukoc hits the three.
Now you got a 2-possession ball game here.
Stockton around Jordan. And he comes away with the loose ball. The shot clock got reset, and that is the issue here. That's what has Phil Jackson up off the Chicago bench. There wasn't a shot at Market Square. If Utah wins today, Larry Bird coaches the Eastern All-Stars. If Chicago comes back to win, that guy coaches the East.
I told you, I'd like to see Bird in a huddle with Michael Jordan telling him what to do.
Correctly recycled, and now Utah has the ball out of bounds with 20 seconds to shoot, and Jordan immediately fouls Stockton. They've shot 32 free throws as Pippen misses a three to only 13 foul shots today for the home team. Malone, he's fouled, and Utah is close to putting this on ice.
Well, that's where you win basketball games. You win them at the free throw line. You go. Larry Lie. Come out, dude.
Only the second home loss this season for the Chicago Bulls, and the first time a Western Conference team has won here in almost 3 years. They had won 38 straight against the West before today.
This was a good win for Utah.
Thanks, Bob. Karl, nothing short of playoff intensity today. The last time you played here at the United Center, the Bulls won their 5th NBA championship. How badly did the Jazz want to win today?
Well, I think the most important thing, the Bulls got a great team. And I think what you have to do is give yourself an opportunity. I think when you come here to play these guys, I think sometimes teams think they have beat before they step on the court. You got to play them like you do anybody else. This was just a regular season game. It take nothing away from last year. They won a championship. But if we can keep playing together as a team and doing what we're capable of doing, we'll be just fine. But it was a nice win for us.
Karl, did you circle this date before the season began as a game that you were looking forward to?
Well, I circled it, but I also said, God, this is the Super Bowl, too. That's what I was saying to myself. But I sort of circled and said, hey, we need to come out and prove that we can play with these guys. But I was also thinking in the back of my mind that I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl also. So it was a nice win.